Apologize for that brief intermission.
Hello, I apologize to do my Alec Baldwin impression of Trump.
Now, I've never
count the eggs before they hatch. Is that the same thing as what to hide? I'm not sure that's the same thing, Angel.
Well, I mean, it can in a sense, because sometimes we share things prematurely.
Okay.
And maybe God plans to reveal or manifest it to you in a different way. And you out there talking about, yeah, I'm going to have this, and this, and I'm going to do this, and this. And then that's not the way it turns out.
Yeah, but I don't want to live my life in fear. I just want to go ahead and do stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So when someone says that to you, look, I got this great idea. I want to open up a...
Can you move, please?
Which one we move to?
The hand that is in... Thank you.
I'm trying to put us both on camera.
I want to be both on camera, but... comfortably.
Angel saying C. He's co-signing what you said.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kyra. She's on my page now.
Good.
We should be fine. We switched two different networks.
Yeah, okay? So that should work.
So I had this idea, about what to hide, because I was thinking about, specifically, dream stealers. Mm-hmm. Because we have so many people that want to go into business, and there's so many people that want to do things. And a lot of times, matter of fact, very recently, someone has come back into our circle that was in our circle before and left the circle and has come back, and they're singing the same songs. I'm not going to spit any gender, but they're singing the same songs they sang a year ago about what they're going to do, what they're going to do, what they're going to do. But no movement has been made. Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, what happened to that person? What happened to people in general? I think they had their dreams shot down. That's what I think happened.
So because they shared them with the wrong people.
It could have been.
Good morning, Regina.
Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Michelle.
Because they shared their dreams with the wrong people, they did not get the response and the direction that they needed in order to grow.
The support, especially when it's in a fledgling state.
Mm-hmm.
When you first get an idea, it's a baby. There's a commercial now when an idea is born. Okay, they have this big old fluffy thing in the hospital. It's an ugly looking thing, and then the idea goes around, and people are shunning the idea, and it goes into a big building, and they kick him out, and then he goes into some bank. Okay, and the bank helps the idea to grow and flourish and go on the stage, and it becomes pretty again. Mm-hmm. You seen that one? Big old feathery thing.
No.
It looked like a smaller version of Big Bird, but it's white.
I haven't, but I can imagine that. I think a couple of things are important, particularly for entrepreneurs. Okay. And we talk about this as the benefit of the empowerment circle is be around if you're going to share around like-minded people. And I'm not talking about sharing the details of your project, idea, business. That's something that has to be managed depending upon what it is. Like David Frankel was dealing with patent issues. He had to be very, very conscientious about who he shared the Perky collar with before he actually manifested it and got the backing, all of that. But I'm talking about even just Good Morning Smooth, going into business itself. Whether you're just starting now, you decided you're going to do your first MLM project, or you're going to do whatever. You're going to start a catering business. You're going to open up a lemonade stand. You're going to do your smooth, creamy hair products from home. Whatever it is, realize that everybody ain't for you. That's the first thing.
How do you discern that, though? It's hard, isn't it? Because you want to share with the people that you love.
I bet you find out real quick.
Yeah.
You find out real quick.
Yeah.
And then shake the dust off and go find your tribe. Go find the people who are like-minded.
So how do you do that, though, baby?
Networking, coming out to the empowerment circle is a safe tribe.
Okay.
We allow people, first of all, to celebrate their accomplishments. That's not an easy thing. People think that people don't want to be around you when you're down. Try being around people when you're up. Oh my God!
They don't want something from you. I think it's easier to find one person at a time than the tribe, though. Personally, find one like-minded soul.
Well, I don't know about that. For me personally, I think you might not connect with everybody in that tribe, but if that particular tribe is about positive moving forward, like a Toastmaster tribe is usually.
Go ahead.
A Toastmaster tribe is
typically a very encouraging
tribe. The Empowerment Circle is a positive, encouraging tribe. Lots of meetups are...
I need to read some of the stuff that folks are saying.
Go ahead.
Angel said, it's the old saying, a goal is a dream with a deadline and an action, in all caps, plan. You cannot accomplish it alone, but you need the right people on your team to make it happen, which is a good point.
Is key.
Right is key. And he put right in all caps, too. Mm-hmm. But William Brown's post right behind that is very interesting to me as well. Sometimes you need betrayals to forward you into your dreams.
Yeah.
Joseph needed his jealous brothers. How about that?
Well, I don't know if he needed them. I know that all things work together for the good. I don't necessarily want to use that as a...
Listen to what he just said.
I heard what he just said. I was responding to what he just said.
Yeah, you're in a little
Did
funk.
I not respond to it the way that you wanted me to?
You're a little funk. I got you, baby. I got you. Get you right. Get you right. Come on, baby. That's why 2 are better than 1. Because, when I was a sales manager, I would often have 2 salespeople go on the same sales call together because one of them can pull the other one up if one of them was down, and it's not likely both of them are not going to want to work the same day. However, although not likely, it could happen because one could pull somebody down too instead of bringing them up. So finding the right relationship is important too. If the dominant one in the car is wanting to pull the other one down, then they're going down that day. So it was always a juggling act. Did you get you some water? Take some deep breaths. Maybe come over there. So, I like what William Brown just said. Bill just said, Joseph needed his jealous brothers. He might not have ever become Joseph had it not been for those jealous brothers. And even you cannot accomplish it alone, but you need the right people to make it happen. The topic of the show is what to hide. What to hide. Are you all right? You with me?
I think you better keep on going.
She's not there. Get off camera then. Go walk around the house. Go do something.
Don't try it.
For real.
Angel said, do I need to leave you two alone?
I'm saying. What's up, baby?
I'm trying.
I am Mr. Charming up in here. I'm Fred Astaire up in here. Dancing around the house. Come on. What to hide? That's not something to hide, by the way.
What is not?
If you're in relationship with someone and you have an ought, okay, or if something has crossed you, you should not hide that. What are my 2 rules when I work with a client? Okay?
Yes, I know that.
I want to bring you back, so help me out. What are my 2 rules when I work? My 2 rules.
No talking bad about yourself and no silent dissent.
What is saying again so they can hear you?
No talking bad.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Stop. Calm down.
No, let's try a new concept. I know a lot of people make resolutions for the new year and never keep them. Instead, why don't people make small intentions and make those possible? Those are good. Thank you,
Angel. I don't have my foot on my mouth. Angel said, "Take my foot off my." Am I missing something? Lord
he
Jesus
is fantastic, and I love him.
All right, my 2 rules. I want to say it.
Yes.
Rule number 1 is no silent dissent.
No silent.
That means
dissent.
if there's anything that you disagree with, you can't keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Because it might shape the other person or help the other person grow or expand. Okay, so I think you cheat both people when you keep your dissent to yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
And the second is no insulting yourself, no insulting my client. You can't say anything even a little bit bad about yourself. Like I'm no good at math, or I always mess that up, or I can't close sales. These little insults that we make of ourselves. Okay. Dorothy says
she's overprotective of work, completely under lock and key for years, and not good undercover too long. That's the opposite. Yeah,
exactly.
That's exactly the problem that happens.
Perfectionism is a way of not doing things.
Protectionism and perfectionism. I'm not going to let anybody know about what I'm doing because they're going to steal it.
The first talk we did together, the first time we shared a platform, last year was at your church, and it was your platform, and you invited me to be a speaker as well.
It was June 20-something.
It was in June last year. Okay, there was a guy there that had
a new product, a new social media platform.
Yeah, it was like a family Facebook, a personalized Facebook, where you get all the stuff, but only for your people. Okay, and it wasn't Facebook; it was just a family type of Facebook. And we all thought it was a clever idea, right? And 6 months later, we saw that good dude, and he had not done anything with it. Why? Because he was afraid someone was going to steal his idea. He was afraid someone was going to steal his idea. And because of that, I think he's hiding it too long, because by now, there's probably 15 different versions of that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think that there is a tightrope, if you will. Thank you for the likes and the comments. Facebook algorithms track both. So if you
Yes,
like it,
please.
hate it, aggravated with it,
Click something.
click something, put a comment in, and definitely going back to Dorothea's comment. I want to go back to her and
Okay.
Michelle DeWitt said you have to be careful with expressing yourself. You absolutely do have to be careful expressing yourself, and the Bible tells us to cast not your pearl before swine, right? So you want to make sure that it's not being wasted. You know, definitely the wrong audience or anything like that, and you also want to be timely about it. You don't want to protect it for so long. There was another. I'm not sure if it was on Shark Tank or whatever, but one of the mentors said that they were going to give X amount of dollars for this particular idea, and the person was like, and for this particular percent, and the person was
I remember it.
No, never mind, I don't want it, because they wanted more of that one particular idea. And what the mentor was saying is, you're going to have another idea. And the next idea that comes, you're going to have the experience of this experience and our mentorship to then apply to that new idea. That to me has been sort of the driving force for what I do in my life. I don't hide a lot. I don't save back a lot. For two reasons. The first reason you said earlier is that nobody can do it exactly like me. I don't care. Even if you have my blueprints, there is deviliciousness that you're going to leave out because you're not me. And then the other is that
that's right.
I'm going to have another idea. I have them every single day.
And guess who else has ideas every day?
Who?
Everybody.
Yeah.
You all have ideas every day. You know, there's so many stories coming to mind. I thought you were going to tell a different Shark Tank story.
Go ahead, tell
about this one guy who was on there. We love Shark Tank, by the way. And they gave him an offer. One of the guys gave him an offer. And he says, well, look, this offer, it was Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban gave him an offer.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, well, let me think of it. Let me see what the others are saying. And Mark says, okay, but not long. I won't keep this offer on the table long, okay? So the other guys just and Mark Cuban says, look, my offer's still on the table. I'm offering it to you right now. Take it. And the guy hemmed and hawed. And then Mark Cuban says, nope, my offer's gone now. I'm out. Okay? Because it's been his experience that when people have an opportunity like that and they don't take it. I mean, he was giving them exactly what he wanted. And he didn't take it. So the opportunity was gone. He took it away from him because he waited too long with it.
Yeah. How long will you halt between two opinions?
How long will you halt between two opinions?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's a scripture. How long will you halt between two opinions? If God be God, serve him. If Baal be God, serve him.
William Brown said, I have learned the hard way that if you believe you should share, you should share. If you don't believe you should share, you should not trust in the God in you. Then you should not, okay? Are these really new ideas, or is it just revisiting the oldies and goodies? Yes and yes, both of those.
Both.
Okay? But you know, what I'm coming to this morning is really hard to tell.
Yeah, it depends on what it is. God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and a sound mind. So for the most part, I don't care. I put it out there. There are some times that I have been burned, but then I recover bigger. So just like Joseph, I mean, I really believe that all things work together for the good for them that know God and are called according to his purpose. So I do not live in fear. I don't think that there's anything new under the sun. That's the other thing. So it's like you hold it long enough, it's going to come up. Somebody else is going to get it or whatever. And if you take action on it and if you share it, I think that things that are shared multiply, and I think that things that are hidden divide or expire.
I like
just
that.
Me.
Keeping it flowing. You touched on something that's kind of bringing to my mind. We have a friend. He's a
not really, Angel. Okay. He said, "Are there really any new ideas?" Not really.
Not really. We have a friend who's he's a thought leader, and he's really into his business, and he pays attention to his business, and he's developed his own philosophies and his own systems. Okay, and he went to another friend of ours event because he's been forthcoming with his stuff too, and he saw the other person
espousing
teaching
his ideas.
His stuff as if it was theirs.
Right.
Okay, and he was not happy about that.
Yeah.
So he almost felt like, he did feel like he should not have shared that with that person.
Yeah.
Okay? And he got burned behind that.
Well, the thing is, and I get that, and I empathize with that completely, and I've had that actually happen to me as well, quite possibly by the same person. But anyway.
We didn't specify any gender.
We didn't specify who that person is. But to be quite honest, there, like Angel said, there are really very few ideas that are new. And when I learn something, when you learn something, the first thing that I espouse to do is to teach it to someone else. Now, I do, however, give credit to the person that I've learned it for, at least until I absorb it into my own philosophy. Once it becomes absorbed as a part of my philosophy, and I put some diva-isms in with it, then I don't care if Wayne Dyer said it. I don't care if John C. Maxwell said it. They didn't say it like me. They didn't explain it like me, and they didn't share it like me.
That's right.
So it's mine now.
It became yours.
It became mine. However, along the route of that evolution, I definitely give credit to Les Brown, to Wayne Dyer, to John C. Maxwell, to my husband, who I share very many of his philosophies as well, when I'm so inclined. So it's a tightrope. It can feel unsettling and disencouraging, especially when it's possible that they are making money off of your ideas and you are not.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm thinking now, because of what you just said, you're only damned if you don't. Okay. If you don't, do it. You got to put it out there. You got to keep it circulating. Those eyebrows
are everything.
They on hot today. They on fleek today.
They on fleek.
We got a few minutes left. Steve Harvey wrote a book just recently called Jump, and he's been promoting it through everywhere, the TV shows and on his radio show. Every time I hear him promote, I'm thinking, man, what a great way to market. Because he has an audience and he keeps pontificating his book.
Yeah, I just read a book last night about promoting, and that's one of the things that I'm going to be having all of my authors do a lot more of. So please go ahead.
Okay, cool. Well, tonight at 7:30, I got an event coming up on Facebook Live. All of you guys are invited.
Facebook Live.
It's called How to Think Yourself into Money More Sales. Because there's a way to think. So much of the time when I do a workshop with someone, especially after the first one, I can tell they think like service providers. I can tell they think like customer service. I can tell they think like business owners. And at least some of the time you need to learn how to think sales. So tonight I'm going to cover 2 specific areas within 30 minutes from 7:30 to 8 right here on Facebook Live. How to Think Sales is free, and I promise you, you're going to wish you hadn't even paid for it. Because this is kind of stuff I do that people pay me for.
That's right. And I think I have a little tidbit to add with you tonight.
Sure.
I may make a cameo.
You may make a cameo?
I may make a cameo.
I'm not sure I'm going to let you make a cameo tonight. I'll be behind the cameras
most of the time, but
I'm thinking I'm just going to do it for you instead of you coming behind the camera.
He's trying. I was just good.
Baby, are you kidding me?
You're good.
You do know we've met before, right?
What does
this
that
is my
mean?
Personality.
Yes, yes,
oh,
yes, it is.
Lordy
so,
Jesus.
Another thing that we learned what to hide.
Good morning,
the opposite
Tina,
of what to hide is what not to hide. So
okay, there you go.
What not to hide is don't hide your light under
a bushel.
So I do want to reach out to everybody who, especially anyone who has their own audience, anybody who has their own website and any of those things. I want you guys to send an email to Lisa at IamLisaSantiago.com.
Anybody please type that in?
Yeah,
Lisa at IamLisaSantiago.com.
I want to share with you a very quick, easy way to monetize your website. It's not going to make you $1 million. It's not going to cost you anything, but it'll help us to share our books and our platform with everybody. And if you have something, it'll allow us to share your stuff.
I hear you, Kyra.
And we'll be able to mutually benefit one another by being light for each other. You have your own individual audience and tribe, if you will, group of people that follow, know, and like you. And we just would really, really like it if you shared our books, if you shared this broadcast, if you shared our things with your people, and we want to share your things with ours. This Friday and Saturday, Lisa at IamLisaSantiago.com. Thank you so much, Michelle DeWitt, for writing that out there. Just send me an email. If you've got something going on, if you're doing an event, if you have a book, if you have a podcast, if you have a broadcast, I am putting together a comprehensive list of affiliates, if you will, that we can share your information and be sure to let the momentum that each of us have become momentum for one another.
I want to read what Kyra said.
Go ahead.
It's called integrity in business. When people don't self-integrity, They will steal anything to try to get ahead of those who trusted them with your vision.
Yeah.
And I think, is it not possible, going back to something that Bill said earlier, that's just the price you must pay. You have to go through that. Does anyone ever climb the mountain without getting burned by friends?
I don't think so.
Or burned by family?
I think it's par for the course. Bianca Marshall, she's another one with a fantastic page. She does some great videos, makeup and hair tutorials. And
she does tutorials?
Yes, they're fantastic. And she's got the juiciest.
If you do hair and makeup videos, baby, I promise you Lisa has seen it. Because she looks at those things.
That's my candy that's my dessert. I don't eat junk, so I try not to eat junk. I don't eat junk. I will reinforce that. I don't eat junk. So that's my unwind. We don't watch TV and stuff, so my unwind.
Unless it's a game. Go ahead.
That's right. And the Giants won.
And let's talk about that for a little while.
How long you have? Because I don't know if I can endure very much of that conversation. I was so disappointed.
How did you feel?
I was disappointed.
The Giants won?
No.
My wife knows. Her husband loves the New York Giants.
I wasn't disappointed.
And when the Giants win, I am happy. When they lose, I'm sad. That's not new. Okay? When they don't win. And plus, when they play the Cowgirls, who's our chief rival.
I think this is the first time I ever watched you watch the Giants and the Cowgirls together. Okay. Thank you for sharing our video, Smooth. Smooth shares our video so that she can come back to it.
She does it every day. Thank you, Smooth.
So she can come back to it later. And you can do the same thing. If you don't, thank you, Robert DeLasco, for sharing the video. I appreciate it. But I've never seen him actually watch a Cowboy Giants game. And I was disgusted.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No. I'm serious.
The Giants won.
I know. And I was so disappointed. It was like watching a truculent 2-year-old watch that game.
Sorry.
You wanted to disappear when there was any thought or promise of the Cowboys winning. You were like shrinking and getting ready to be invisible. And then as soon as your team came out, you were there.
Yes,
everybody.
I'm going to do that every time. Okay, that's how it is. It ain't horrible. You just got to learn how to handle it.
I'm going to handle it by being absent. I think that the sportsmanship, I was disappointed in your sportsmanship.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness. It was horrible.
Anyway, it's 9:29. We didn't know we were going to talk about this. It was not horrible. It was glorious.
It was like watching a 2-year-old getting their candy taken away from them.
Between two people who have different opinions
about
this.
Yeah, you should share this.
If we both have strong opinions, it's very likely that we both have correct opinions. There's something that you're saying has to be true, and there's something I'm saying has to be true between the two of us, okay? You can't be 100% right and I'm 100% wrong on this issue. I think it was glorious. You think it was horrible. There's got to be something in between that, okay? There is some land there. That's why he didn't say anything last week. Angel, thank you. Lisa needs to chill this morning. Oh.
I have been quite reserved this
Good morning, Katura.
Hey, Katie.
This is the worst we ever get. We don't argue, okay? We don't argue with each other. This is the worst we ever get.
Oh, goodness.
It's 9:30, baby.
Michelle DeWitt husband is the same, and he's a Steelers fan. I know it's 9:30. I can't find the music. Just go ahead and do the thing. Oh, I got them. I got it. I'm funky today, y'all. I'm funky. Oh. Just pray for me. If you love me, pray for me.
And we're going to pray as soon as we're done. I'm going to hold her hands and make her pray with me. Go ahead.
You don't have to make me pray.
I'm making you pray. We're going to pray as soon as we're done. Go ahead. Crossing eyes. We're going to pray right now. I'm not playing with you all day like this.
Thank you for joining us this morning on About Last Night with Lisa Santiago McNeil.
And I'm Brian Keith McNeil.
And we are on 895themix.com, your station for personal conversation, business information, and spiritual inspiration. Amen. Check us out on YouTube, the TuneIn app, or right here on Facebook Live. We love you. God bless you. And
God bless you guys.
Keep walking on water and pray for me.
Yes, I'm going to pray with you right now. What to hide? Love you.
We love you. Bye.
Tim is boycotting on behalf of Cowboy Nation.